Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more Last Alliance Total War Feud. This is the second age mod for Shogun 2. So yes, if you're a fan of Lord of the Rings, then you will enjoy this mod, that is for sure. We already have a brilliant replay here for you today, and I'm really glad that we got some Last Alliance replay starting to arrive. I really do like this mod. I feel like all it's now missing is a bit of a multiplayer base. So as you can see here, we have Harad. We have the Haradrim Black Snake clan, and then we have Mordor, so Harad and Mordor, facing off against Bree and Khazad-Dum. So this is going to be an interesting one, that's for sure. Bree, one of the newer factions. I'm quite interested to see how they do in a multiplayer battle. Certainly felt like they were a little bit weaker, maybe in their swords. I felt like some of their infantry was certainly a little bit weaker. So it will be interesting to see how they do. They've got plenty of archers, though, like Breland, Company of Archers. They didn't bring any of like their really elite stuff, but that's fair enough. Bree Town Watchers, these is like some basic spears. But they look pretty awesome. One of the things that Bree does have though is Cav, which is obviously going to be necessary against Harad, which also has cavalry. I mean, they have some Breland riders of the Great Road. What else do we have up here? We have Butterbeer, there we go. We'll get there eventually. Breland Gentry. Some good stuff here. And here we go, a Cav charge already into Breland Town Watchers. That was a bold move there by Harad. I don't think Cav into spears is really going to work, but Cav certainly into archers down here. This will work. And you can see already some great charges here going in. And we already have Breland now sending in its own cavalry, trying to get some rear charges on these Haradrim Cav. I don't know if Harad's brought any of its better. Like, we've got the Serpent Lancer. I don't know if they brought any of their really elite cataphracts, but we do have Wargs now joining the fight here. These guys getting engaged with the cavalry. Wargs are pretty solid. I don't know how good they are against these Lancers, though, really.
The enemy have brought up more men.
You can see more Cav going in over here. They're going to try and take out these spears, maybe, maybe not. I think they're trying to get to the archers, obviously. Yeah, Warg's already breaking here. They are just not that great, it seems, unfortunately. We do have horse archers here now, raining death down on these spearmen. And along with that, also, we have the serpent fences back here and serpent archers. Do we have anything? And horrors of the desert are being used, which are a really good hybrid unit. But yeah, I mean, this Cav has just rushed in from Harad, and it was a bold tactic to try and take out these archers, these Breland Company archers, and it's not really worked. Bree's got a nice hill now, which they can hold their position. Mordor needs to get up here with his infantry. Mordor needs to try and get in the fight, because right now Harad is all on his own. Orc spears here. What else have we got? We've got Black Numenor axes, which are a solid unit here. These guys look awesome. Really do like them. But yes, if you're enjoying seeing Last Alliance on the channel and would like to see some more, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment show your support. It really does help out the channel. We've got fires coming in here, just absolutely focusing down these poor spears, burning them alive. Poor guys.
The enemy have brought up more men. They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in courage.
And look at that, the shots coming in is brutal. Now we're just waiting on Bree and Khazad-Dum to make a move. It depends. I'm interested to see what Khazad-Dum will do. These guys obviously do look awesome. Let's just go to slow-mo for a minute. We'll have a look at these, like, dwarves. Like, look at these guys. They look amazing. The sunlight is just annoyingly not in the right position here. They do look great. There we go. Here are the crossbows. They look great. They really do. They got some really elite spears. They got the Khazad-Dum great shields. They're very good. And we will see what they can get up to. More of the Khazad-Dum infantry moving out over here. We've got Mithril Warriors, Khazad-Dum, great. What are they called again? What are they called? Great shields. There you go. I'm forgetting the names. Trying to learn the names is going to be a difficult one, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. Breland City Guards now setting up. These are like the main line infantry for Bree. And they are preparing. You can see here that the orcs are rushing forward. They're getting focused down. Archers in the last lines are brutal. But here we go, a charge from Mordor. In they go. And in go the orc spears. They also have, it looks like berserkers in here. Orc berserkers. They're going to just try and cut their way through. Some good charges there. We have the Numenorean axes in here as well. And these guys should hopefully as well cut through this front line. I can't imagine this Bree line will hold forever. They're combat even actually though. Kind of surprising. This unit is losing out on the flanks. Now we're seeing the dwarves are flanking round. And they're going to get in amongst these orc spearmen here, along with the Bree cav. Yeah, the dwarves are now into action as well. How is Harad doing? Has Harad attacked yet? No, not yet. But we do have Uruk Berserkers over here, Lithlad. These guys are flanking currently the town watchers. And I imagine soon that we are going to see a rush forward. Yes, Serpent Fences are coming forward. These guys are pretty solid. They don't have much in the way of shields, though. So they can get focused down. But in they go. Yeah, they got like a tiny shield compared to like the big shields of Bree. But I imagine their melee attack's pretty good, being named a fencer. But we'll see. And we got some Mithril warriors in here as well now. These guys trying to hold. The orcs are starting to waver on a few points here. Their morale just not that great. We've got what have we got back here? Uruk archers along with some more orc spearmen. Just seems as though Khazad-Dum right now is just going to overpower Mordor. Got to use those abilities for Mordor. That's what they got to do because they have some really good morale debuffs, if I remember correctly. But we're about to see a rear charge here from Breland Riders of the Great Road. Yeah, in the back of those spears they go. They're going to rout them, and then we're going to see where this other one goes. In it goes into the back of these axemen. Not a bad charge. Certainly a good unit to go after. They are an elite axe unit after all. You see the blood just spilling onto the ground. And words were hard there. It's one of the hottest days of the year again when I'm recording this, and like your brain melts. It really does. The Black Numenoid Axeman waving at 92 men. That is concerning. Yeah, these rear charges are just causing a lot of damage. Can the what we got here? The Nazgul's going in. This is the general here. He is going in. He should rip through these Bree cavalry here very easily. He needs to take out the other one as well. And look at that. The front line for Mordor has disintegrated. Just like that. A few rear charges. And they have turned that around. Harad over here is now fighting in like a single choke point. Trying to break across. Really, I feel like they picked really bad ground of Harad to even try and use here. And the thing is, they've used all their cav, apart from their Great Shah Guard, which is a cataphract unit, if I remember correctly. They do look very, very powerful. You can see them there. These guys need to they need to get into the fight somehow, but they need to get some hammer and anvils if they're going to do this properly. That's what Harad's got to do. I mean, problem is the dwarves still have plenty of troops remaining. I don't know how they've managed it, but they managed to get a serpent spear or something all the way up there. I don't know how they managed that. Durin with his high guard is in the front lines. We've got there's a horse arch unit here. Yeah, there's a horse arch unit. It's just shooting to the back. They could just charge these crossbowmen. Would probably be better. We've got Horrors of the Desert in the front line. These guys are pretty solid. They're a good hybrid unit, both good with their spears and with bows. It's looking pretty nasty right now. We got like shock infantry in here or something. I think they have. I think they're throwing in. Oh no, this is brilliant gentry. It looked like there was like some shock infantry or something. Like, they look like they're holding like how they were standing. They look like they're holding double-handed swords with Bree, but Bree's holding well. You know, this is a good sign. I mean, Bree, I always felt was going to be like seems a weak faction or something. They are like pretty damn strong. I mean, it's against Harad and Mordor, so it's hard to say. I think they're still going to get beaten by like some Numenor and Elves, which they should be because they're like the superpowers of the time. And probably get beaten by like Khazad-Dum as well, but they're fighting alongside them today. They don't have to worry about that. Look at these these great shields. They're breaking now, but they like look awesome. They really do. Look at those guys. Would not want to get in the way of these boys as they run for their lives now. Most of the orcs are dead. They are barely holding on right now. Dwarves fighting hand-to-hand combat here. We're getting some good charges with the Great Shah Guard by the looks of it. Is he charging against Town Watchers? He needs to be careful he just doesn't get like speared to death there. That is obviously a worry. We have the Nazgul in here, which is not a good sign that Mordor is committing his general. I mean, he's nearly out of men, in fairness, but I don't know if the general's actually dead, but he might be. Oh, we're going to get a good charge here from the Great Shah Guard. That was brutal.
And are becoming tired.
Didn't quite see it, but yeah, these Breland generally are getting like flattened. Can they do another good charge here? I don't know. That's generally, if you could just give a couple more good charges off, might be able to break all those. Got Black Numenorean warriors back there. They're actually pretty good in melee. He needs to probably get those into combat soon. Like, there's a point it comes that you just need to get your troops into combat if they're good in combat. Oh, great charge here from the General of Harad. Absolutely obliterating, again, this Breland unit here. I mean, it's losing what, like, that was a fairly fresh unit. So I lost a lot of men. Harad on this side here. Yeah, he's not really making much progress. He's still got plenty of Serpent Archers. No real, like, Horrors of the Desert available, though. They're all in combat. Is Breland Gentry... well, Bree's Gentry are now flanking around. Horrors of the Desert still holding this line, though. The Breland Gentry are more than capable of holding them back, it seems. Again, I thought Horrors of the Desert were pretty solid. I thought Harad is a relatively good faction, in my opinion. It's got some of the best cav, and if you can play it right, you can do really, really well. Just he kind of ended up in almost in a choke point fight, fighting for this river crossing. It might be better fighting out over here in the open plains, where you just can use his cav a little bit more. Also, he threw away his cav really early on, just trying to take out archers. I think personally should have waited a little bit more to see if how the battle developed. As soon as the cav was lost for Harad, I felt like they were a little bit on the back foot. And they were, because they had lost one of their biggest assets. The Dwarves here with their Mithril warriors, they've broken through. They're going to be able to flank these serpent fences now. This is never a good sign. But once they break through there, they're kind of in trouble. Yeah, you can already see Horrors of the Desert. They're starting to wave. I mean, these Mithril warriors can get shot in the back, though. Get these Serpent Archers, you can probably rack up kills on them, but they are probably going to break all these Horrors of the Desert very shortly. The General, though, he's finally got to those archers that Harad, right at the beginning of the game, was trying to take out. Even now, he's still not able to kill them off effectively, because you just get focused down. Once you engage one archer unit, the other ones just focus you down. Taking out archers in last lines, I feel, is definitely going to be the job of other archers. You can't really rely on cav just to run through and break them. Certainly good archers aren't going to break instantly. Is that Butterbar in there? I think it is. Poor Butterbar's being charged by the cataphracts here. Got General versus General here. Oh, brutal. They're still firing as they're in combat. It's one of the broken things of Last Alliance, but I mean, it'll be broken if it's against you, but you'd love it if you're using it against the enemy. But yeah, this Great Shah here. He's not looking so hot. He's getting focused down over these crossbows. If they turn around, they could probably finish him off. Yeah, you can see they're desperately going to try and get up here and take out these Khazad-Dum crossbows. They're not going to do it. They're so weak, and these Khazad-Dum crossbows have axes and shields. Oh, jeez. Poor guy's getting focused down. And there you go. I think that is the General gone, and with that, there was a close defeat for Harad. So we'll end the battle and have a quick look at the end results. But yeah, that was a pretty interesting first Last Alliance battle. Certainly a fair few mistakes. I personally think, like, Mordor should have just tried to take on Bree. I mean, Harad definitely could have done a lot of damage to either Bree or to Erebor. They just need to use their cav a bit more effectively. I think Mordor ended up taking on both a bit of, like, Khazad-Dum and also Bree. So they were just never going to stand a chance. So yeah, it was a rough one, that was for sure. I certainly feel like the cav was just used poorly by Harad. That was the main thing. But apart from that, I think they did alright. And it's nice to see a Last Alliance replay for a change. And I usually, like, Last Alliance videos we do are just update videos. But yeah, it's great to see that we're going to have some replays. But yes, this was sent in by Ellen Enish, who was playing. I don't know who he was playing as. think he was playing as Harad. By the looks of it. Yeah, he was playing as Harad. So we'll look at his kills first, then we'll look at everyone else's. But yeah, his General Nazar getting 205 kills. Did pretty damn well, that is for sure. And then 171 with his Serpent Archers, 126 with another Serpent Archer. Horrors of the Desert, not doing too great, only getting like 50 odd kills. Lancers getting 70 kills, but that could have been a lot more, I feel like, if they weren't just thrown in. Khazad-Dum was played by Kakper, who was playing, Khazad-Dum. 328 kills with his Mithril Warriors, 250 with another, 167. His Mithril Warriors doing great. Great Shields getting 141, Crossbows 114. Durin got 93, but he actually had a very small army. Well, it seems like he had a small army. And then we have, this is Mordor here, played by MC Echan. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. Black Numenorean Axeman here, 113 kills. Black Numenorean Warriors, 187, 170 with another. His Nazgul General, 158 kills. Urukar just getting 158. He has some solid kills there. Black Numenorean Axes getting 128. So that shows that the Numenorians are the best in Mordor's roster as well. Then we have Bree, played by Sarah Tamer, who was playing as Bree, a really solid faction. I'm starting to learn now. But City Guards, 137 kills, 347 kills. Breland generally 334 kills. Breland City Guards, 270. The Cav getting like 225 and 152. Butterbur getting 155 kills. And then Breland West Axeman getting 151. Yeah, some solid kills here for Bree. Really well done. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment showing support. Feel free to join the Discord as well if you want to get involved in some Last Alliance battles. And until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.